Good evening. Welcome to Hamtramck Public TV's video series. Today we're going to talk to some school board candidates that want to represent you on the school board. I have with me today Abdul Malik Al-Gahim to my left and Mr. Kamal Al-Turki to my right. He's running as a write-in candidate. I also invited the third candidate that's running, Victor Faris. We're still waiting for him, but we decided to go ahead and get started. It's been about half an hour since our starting time. If he does come, I'll give him equal opportunity to bring his information, represent himself in this. Now, the opinions and information presented during this program expresses personal views of the participants. The broadcasting station does not promote, approve, or disapprove any notions or beliefs expressed during the discussion. Members of the listening audience need to make their own decision in considering topics discussed and personal opinions of presenters. Any discussion in language other than English also abides by the same rules. Hello, I'm Kamal Rahman, and I'm the host for tonight's event. So I'll start with you, Abdul Malik Al-Gahim. Hamtramck School Board is a very important school district.
Absolutely.
And so I'm sure you are running for a reason to represent the community and then want the best for them. Now tell us about yourself, why you are running for Board of Education, and what will be your priorities. So you can start with the introduction.
Sure. My name is Abdul Malik Al-Gahim, and I am a former Hamtramck High School graduate, and I've been living here in Hamtramck for over 25 years, so I'm a resident for 25 years. I think I have the experience and knowledge to bring everything to the table to help and do what's best for our children. And what was the other question you stated? I'm sorry. My main focus.
What will be your priority?
My main focus is I am focusing on the budget, the school budget, and safety, implementing safety measures, and improving on that. Another thing is that I will focus on the curriculums with input from our parents and teachers.
Very good, and we'll touch upon on those items in detail.
Sure.
So going to Mr. Kamal Al-Turki. Tell us about yourself, why you were running, and what would be your priority when you're running?
In the beginning, thank you, Mr. Kamal. Thank you for Hamtramck Public TV to give us this chance to talk with the citizen and the parent of Hamtramck City. My name is Kamal Al-Turki, and I have master degree law. I got it from Yemen, and I have been lived in Hamtramck since 2004, and I have been local activist since 2007. I believe the main potential with me that make me run for this position, I believe I have a good relationship with the community, with the parents, and I know exactly what the main points that I can work on them if I get one, and bring them to the table of the board. Also, there is a try like I think is gonna accuse maybe division in our nation. I think most of us know there is no agenda. They try like put something I think in the curriculum that I think is not good time for our students, especially in the early age. So I feel from this side, I have to do my role to protect our students' values.
Good, and we will get into the details once we
Those are
progress.
those are the main potential.
Thank you.
Okay.
Going back to Mr. Al-Gahim.
Yes.
So what particular experience and skills do you have to serve as a school board member?
Well, I'm a parent of 6, which 5 are attending Hamtramck Public School. Like I stated, I am a Hamtramck resident for over 25 years. I know what's going on in the city, and I know pretty much a lot of families here in the city. And I have also experience with managing and taking decisions, taking the right decisions to improve, not just in my work base where I've been working. I'm actually a plant manager working for a company for over 20 years. And I started just as a general laborer, walking the door, and worked my way up to being a plant manager now. And I'm hoping to bring all that to the table and do what's best for our kids, for our children.
So you know the community better.
I know the
and
community pretty well.
You are also a
pretty
parent,
good.
and you bring that experience being a parent and
Yes.
having
yes.
children, school-age children, and
absolutely.
so you know what's needed.
Yes.
Plus your work experience
Yes.
prepared you.
Yes.
Same question, Mr. Jamal.
You talk about the experience.
What experience and skills do you have to, what prepared you to be the board?
Actually, I think I have good experience from Yemen, but after I came from Yemen, I couldn't finish my path, same path that I had in Yemen. But I have been writing with a couple local newspaper, and I have been activist with the Yemeni American Leadership Association. I think you know Mr. Kamal. Also, I'm open to learn from the old member in the board, and I think we're gonna have some classes. We will take it to get more professional, to do our role right.
Very good. So starting with the follow-up question. So how are you promoting your candidacy? And I understand that you are the only write-in candidate.
Yeah.
That means that people will have to write your name.
Yep.
And so that's something, how are you reaching out to the constituency people to, how confident are you that people know you, or you are still working, and how are you working?
Yeah. Let me explain for who watching us is, I have received question why you are writing candidate. I said I never expected it's gonna be only 2 person running for 2 seats.
You expected more people will be there.
Yeah. So this show, it shows our community. They need to wake up and they need to do our roles. They have obligation. With their kids, with our students and the citizen. When we see the most of the ethnics here is, we couldn't find from Albania, from Serbia, from Bangladesh. There is nobody run. So I decided to run, but this is not my first time. I think I have tried for the seat was vacancy almost 1 year ago. It was by the board, but I couldn't get the right vote. So I'm gonna be writing candidate, and my name is Jamal Turki, and I have distributed my flyers, my view. I hope I get your voice, and you need just to write my name down in the pilot, Jamal Turki, as seen in the flyers, and fill out the circle.
So it has to be correctly spelled.
I think they told me even something. I think they're gonna count it manual. So if they could something easy figure out this indicate to Jamal, they're gonna count my name as Jamal.
So you want
You're
people to
gonna call
write
the voice.
Jamal
Yeah,
Al-Turki
Jamal
on there.
Al-Turki.
How to spell it? How do we spell
Yeah,
your name
it's
then?
G like George, AMAL, Al-Turki, ALTURKI.
All right, coming back to you, how are you reaching out to the, you are slightly at an advantage because your name is there already, people don't have to remember. But still it requires, for people to get to know you. How are you reaching out to people and, what are the feedbacks that you are getting so far?
I am walking door to door because I know a lot of citizens here in Hamtramck, and I'm passing out flyers to ensure that everyone knows what my views are and what my main focus is. Also, social media nowadays is a big part of it, and trying to spread that through all social medias, and just calling people, text messaging, and hopefully we get your vote.
Social media is big, everybody.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it makes a big
absolutely.
difference.
Yes.
So in your view or opinion, what quality should a board member have? What Jamal mentioned earlier, that there aren't a whole lot of people. That the only reason he's in there because he didn't see a lot of people running, and so he felt there is a vacuum there that
Right.
he needed to put his name. What qualities people should have if more people are interested in, or what would you say that what type of people should be running? The quality should be for being a school board member.
I think parent involvement is a key. So having parents involved in board meetings and knowing what's going on in the public school is very important. If we have a lot of parents joining these, more people would understand why they need someone to run and be a candidate for this seats. So this is why I think it's not brought to the community, for people to see what's going on. Because to be honest, there's a lot of stuff going on that we as parents don't know what's going on. So parent involvement is a key.
So the parents should consider qualified parents that have time.
Absolutely.
Should consider.
Yes.
I'll ask you the same question.
Yeah.
What do you think the qualifications or
to
board members?
to complete this point, I told you I'm writing sometimes like I did some articles with my Facebook page. I was encouraging the family to be the family, even the mosques, even the churches, even the organization to be more involved in the education. I think education is the most important case in our city. Without strong education, we will not have strong city. So if we make movement and focus about this one, we can have, I hope we have more qualified people than us, but I tell you, there is no people run. So this is a big problem to make us to revelate our priority in this community. I tell you, most of the community, they know what's going on. And I always hear the people who get educated, they leave the city, and this is a big problem. There is no loyalty for our city. But for the family, I think they need to study for the best one to represent the student interest.
Right. So parent involvement is a key. So.
Right. You mentioned parents.
Because they're the one that really gonna make the decisions for the best of their children.
Right, because they know how their children's
Yes, they know
education is
what's-
going and any problem or anything.
Correct. They
Right.
know education is the foundation of this future.
Right.
So
In Hamtramck public school system, what do you think, number one, in your opinion, the problem or issue that needs to be fixed, you think, and I'll come back to you with the same question.
sure.
I think I have attended a couple of meetings of the board, and I can tell you the most important is cover the shortage in the teachers and support our teacher and support the program that complete the gap between the immigrants and the
ESL program.
the system, the education system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's very
I
valid
think this is
point.
the most important issue.
So teacher shortage is, it is probably.
It's, I think,
one of the major-
basically it happens after, COVID-19 crisis, but I hope the district administration is move in this point to make it easier.
Yeah. Move to the same question. What do you think the number one issue, teacher shortage, we heard one, that is an issue. Anything else you see
The main
in the school system?
the main thing is lack of teachers and
Qualified teachers.
Qualified teachers, yes. I actually attended the board meeting, me and Jamal, and I was quite surprised of what I heard and how teachers are actually begging for help. And teachers should not be begging for help. It's ridiculous. We need to ensure that we have teachers and we have help for them to make sure our kids get the best educations. So without teachers, our kids are not learning. They're going to school and having a substitute teacher that's not teaching.
And we heard, I think maybe they're gonna close some departments or some programs, maybe
to the
for like the
shortage.
special education, yeah.
Yeah, special education right now are in need and desire need of special education teachers. So this is going
So
to be
that's sort of
a big focus.
big focus
If I
right
get
there.
elected, I make sure I get focused on that.
What about, because Hamtramck has, I would imagine more than 60% of the students probably average in this area are ESL students, English second language
I agree.
students.
Yes.
Yeah, we put
Yes.
this in our,
So that's some funding or, qualified teachers to bring them up to speed for English language literacy. Because what happens, the state exam, that also affects them, their results, because if they don't fully understand the questions and, proficiency in language, the results will suffer. So that's an area also very important.
Correct. Correct. We also have to provide, staff to teach our disability students. There is a lack of resource in that as well, and we have to, because there was a lot of parents that spoke about it, and we need to listen to them and ensure that we take care of it.
yeah, I can add this in my program. I not only increase the ESL for the student, I will encourage to increase or build more ESL classes for the parent. We have, because the most of the community, they are new immigrants. I think they need to have more increase in ESL classes. So when we have a parent, they understand good English, they can come visit the school, talk with the teacher.
Right.
But I feel this problem in our community, in our relatives, in our family.
Yeah.
They receive some paper from the school, they didn't know what's talking about.
Correct.
So the understanding of the parents, and I think you mentioned earlier, parents' involvement is important, but
Yes.
sometimes parents don't understand.
They are not
what's
qualified, yeah.
required.
Yes. Yes.
So some schools have offered
Even
parents, like after, like once a week or twice a week, parental education to understand or, improve their own skills.
Absolutely.
Do you know if Hamtramck school system have anything similar, or if they don't, will you push to implement something like this?
Absolutely.
I
Yes.
think-
I think they do in the Horizon,
Right.
and we are gonna.
For adult
Focus on that as well.
education, yeah.
Yes.
That's very important.
Yeah, very, very
because
important.
They don't
yeah.
know.
Yes.
Very important.
Another issue that's going on is safety.
Yes.
Safety around Hamtramck, like speed bumps. I'm driving like Telbeta school, dropping off my kids. You got speed bumps that you can fly over them and like nothing happened. That there's no speed bump at all. They need to improve on that.
So they're not as effective as thought to be. And
Absolutely.
so that's something, but speed bumps, that's a city issue though, right?
City issue,
School
but-
can request.
Absolutely. It is a city issue, but Hamtramck Public School is also helping with funding for
Yeah.
that. And we have the rights to ask the city officials to provide that for
So
safety for our
you'll
kids.
work with the city official for safety, not just the speed bump, but also police protection as needed
Absolutely, and
at the schools.
yes, another reason that I actually witnessed is transportation. We have school buses that actually hired from outside the city. Why can't we have our own transportation, have our own residents that know the city, that know the students, provide transportation for our kids?
So they're leasing from outside?
Yes.
Outsourcing it?
I actually witnessed someone driving, a school bus and yelling at the kids, "Get out the way!"
Yeah.
At the stadium. We actually need a speed bump right there as well. I don't know why they don't
So
put
school
one.
bus was speeding?
A school bus itself with kids in it.
Yeah. So definitely that is a big, serious.
It's a big concern, and they need to
safety-
monitor this. Yes.
Safety issue. Okay, so I'll ask you the, similar to safety, but school violence. Young people, they get into fights and all that. When I attended myself Hamtramck High School, it wasn't violence-free.
It's happened everywhere. Yeah.
So how would you address anything, because a small violence can turn into a racial tension between different races, which had happened in the past. How do you plan to address this if that happens?
Yeah, as we know, this happened, in the whole world. This age, like between 15 to 20, is gonna be, they call it teenager, I think, yeah?
Teenagers.
So they try like express themselves in a different way. So I think the most solution for this problem, work with the community to like do cultures, bring the family, work with the mosque, with the churches, with the organization. And so also maybe we need to teach them the basic things about the laws, because I think this main issue, it happens how the kids grow up in the home.
So that's something, also a social
I think
issue.
we have to work with the community in this issue.
Some part of, so Hamtramck has a sizable African American community. And there are students also, attends the public schools and charter schools here. But do you think there is enough effective communication with the African American community, or their feedbacks being taken by the school to address any issues or anything might, be important to them? If not, that how would you address that? Communicating. You mentioned talking to the parents. So, that's an area that a lot of the time it gets into the media, or gets attention. So, what would be your plan to reach out to the community other than, let's say, Bangladeshi, or in your case, the Arabic speaking community?
Communication is a key part, and we have to express and let the whole community know what's going on. So every board meeting, I will state and say everything that needs to be said for the parents to be involved. And I will try to share and let the people know that on social media that we have board meetings, and parents are more than welcome to come and hear us out and bring their thoughts and experiences.
So you'll encourage them to come and attend the meeting and talk?
Absolutely.
Yeah, also we promise the citizen we're gonna issue every after each meeting statement.
Correct.
Tell them what we have addressed in the meeting, and call them if there is something important they need to know, or they need to come to the meeting.
So there is nothing like good communication with
Yeah.
parents
Yeah.
to avoid any.
I mean, I see right now, the most of them, maybe all of them. I never see any statement from the
School board.
from the school board. Yeah.
One issue we know, we all know what's happened in Dearborn school system, and big controversy about what should be accepted or stored in the library, and also our one of the top politician, office holder, she mentioned that every school should have like a drag queen to, come and perform to make children feel better. She said many other things. So those are two different items. So what do you think about what should be stored or held at the library, school libraries and public libraries, and also, what's your opinion about having a drag queen coming and dancing or performing in the classroom, children's classroom?
I mean, it's very sad this statement or this saying came from Attorney General for the state. It's very sad, and I hope this issue. I mean, this issue is supposed not to be like politics issue. Yes, we have the laws. We need to come back to the laws, and the laws is gonna tell us what we can expose for our kids or our students or not. I mean, all of us, we know school cannot teach or promote religion. So same laws is prevent, teach or promote the sexuality. I think this is very simple. I don't know why they make it is, and they try to change the case. We are against the LGBTQ community. We are not against them. We are against any change in the game rules. We are against to teach something for kids they are not supposed to teach.
But the sexual education, though, some people will say that that's part of science.
The regular sexual education, but they try say sexual for this community, and we have the community is division, the nation is division about the same-sex marriage. When the same-sex they are like all the 18, how we come with this agenda that's gonna confuse our kids for our kids? This is something is crazy, logic.
So you were thinking should not be exceeded some limits. There should be a limit of
sure.
If it translates into close to being pornography, that and items like that.
And all of us in this time between I think the students they start from 5 years until they 18, and this time, only the parent they have the right to consist the formal moral for the kids. So we are not supposed to make other ethnic or religion or anything to affect about the parent right. It's very clear.
Thank you. Same question to you. What material should be in the library? There was big controversy still going on in Dearborn, and how can you prevent it from happening here? And the also statement from the Attorney General that every school should have a drag queen performing, make some kind of like a treatment of some sort to make them feel better. A lot of people took offense to that. I talked to some parents, and they do not want, they're upset that somebody of power like that making a statement like this. So what's your opinion about this? One is the library materials, the other one is the statement.
First of all, I'm a very open-minded person. I would listen to everyone and hear their thoughts and opinions. And when it comes to making decisions for our kids and our children, I will ensure that I choose the right decision that benefits our kids. For instance, our kids are not mature enough to have that kind of material. So it's, like you said, age appropriate, and that's where I'm gonna put it.
And the second part about the Attorney General's statement about having a drag queen in every classroom.
No comment.
Any closing thoughts?
No, thank you. Maybe just, I encourage the citizen or anyone watch this meeting to vote for me, and I promise him or her to be her or his voice in the board and to represent the student interest. Thank you again for Hamtramck Public TV.
Thank you.
Yep, I would
Closing
like to,
thoughts.
I would like to thank Hamtramck Library, and thank you for having us here today, and letting us share our views and focuses for running for school board, and we hope to get your vote. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you to thanks to both of our candidates running for school board, Mr. Jamal Al-Turki and Abdul Malik Al-Gahim. So the election is on November 8th, and they can start voting early. And also remember, you are a write-in
Writing
candidate.
candidate, yeah.
And so again, thank you all for watching this broadcast. The channel is on Comcast, channel 19, always on 24/7. All the videos you can watch. Streaming on Hamtramck Public Library YouTube channel live all the time. Individual programs can be watched anytime. YouTube search by the name of the program. YouTube is Hamtramck Public Library channel videos and media. You can see lots of other important and historical videos there. Thank you all for watching, and we look forward to see you in our next video. Thank you.